Aloha! It is Wednesday, January 8th, and I am at the end of day 4 of the master cleanse. I am super stoked. I'm glad tomorrow will mark the halfway point. Tomorrow will be day 5 of the cleanse. But first of all, I want to apologize for the quality of the first 2 videos I uploaded. I didn't realize how poor the videos were. This is the first time I'm using a webcam on my laptop. I've had this laptop for almost a year now. And it's the first time I'm using the webcam, and I had to adjust the settings. So hopefully, after adjusting the settings, this video will be a bit better to watch. Anyway, I had a great day today. I want to share a couple of things with you before I hit the sack tonight, because it is 12:12 and I am about to call it a night. I'm going to read and meditate a little bit and then hit the sack. One is, if you are thinking about doing this cleanse or are on the cleanse, I strongly urge you to read the book called The Master Cleanse by Stanley Burroughs. He is the author of the book. He is the inventor of the cleanse, and it's a great read. And it's about 60 pages. It's a quick read. It's a thin yellow paperback book, and you could probably read the entire book in one sitting. But it really provides a great foundation for understanding what the cleanse is about and helping you get through this cleanse. It gives you the recipe for the tea. It gives you how to sustain yourself on the cleanse and how to come off the cleanse. But it really provides a great foundation for understanding the importance of detoxing our bodies. Now, this author, he believed that every disease began at the cellular level. So this cleanse was created for a cellular level detox. It also detoxes your colon, your kidney, your liver, your intestines. It removes all this mucus and crap that we have on the intestines and flushes it um, out of your system. But it's a great book. I encourage you to read it. That way you can understand and know what to expect while you're on the cleanse, especially the first couple of days. Many people give up after the first couple of days because they get headaches from not eating, but it's really the body starting to detox. So don't give up. If you're planning to do this, please read the book. It's a great book. Even if you plan to do not even this detox, read it if you plan to do a different detox. There's a lot of detoxes out there, eating veggies for 3 weeks or doing a juice fast or what have you. A detox is just important. It's an important part of a good, healthy regimen. If we think about it, if you think about clothes, laundry, what if we didn't wash our clothes for a year or two? We just kept wearing the same things over and over again, not wash them for a couple of years. We would be a hot, funky mess. And that's pretty much what we're doing to our bodies. We're putting things in our bodies all the time. We're exposing it to different toxins and pollutions in the air, things that we don't have control of. But we're eating crappy foods, and if we have no way, no process or method for removing those toxins from our system, we're basically walking around like dirty laundry. Really, that's a hot mess. So it's very important to have some sort of detox program as a part of your regimen. It doesn't have to be this extreme, this detox. It could be a juice fast or just eating veggies. Just make sure it's a very important part, a regular part of your health and fitness regimen. It's really, really, really important. The second thing I wanted to share with you is maybe give you a tip about how to get through this master cleanse. Now, what I like to do personally is schedule activities during the cleanse to kind of keep me distracted from missing my favorite foods or from eating. You know, when you're on this cleanse, since you're not eating, that means you have more time and energy to do other things, because the time and energy that you would normally spend cooking and preparing your foods, you don't have to do that. So you're freeing up time, and you just need to replace that space, those activities, preparing and cooking foods, with something new. And one of the things I've done that I had on my list to do was to clean out my closet. I did that over the weekend, most of the other weekend. I still have to clean out off the desk in my closet, and that's just a hot mess. It's just covered with paperwork that I need to shred and unopened mail that I need to go through and shred and things like that. I'm going to do that tomorrow. The other thing, this wall behind me used to be a sky blue, and I finally had it painted back to its original color, because this sky blue was a hot mess. I like sky blue, but it had nothing to do with this purple bedding I have going on in this room. It was a hot mess. It was on my nerves. So I'm so happy they finally came today and repainted my wall back to its original color. I mean, it makes a big difference in my bedroom. I love it. Um, I want to share, see, the book with you, placing your time that you normally would expend preparing your food with other activities. That's important. I mean, go get yourself a massage, go do some yoga, take up a new hobby or read a book or something like that. I normally take this time to read self-improvement books. One of my absolute favorite books to read is by one of my favorite authors, Norman Vincent Peale. Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Living. I actually haven't read this book in its entirety yet, but my favorite book by this particular author is The Power of Positive Thinking. That book changed my life in 2005. I had the best training competition season in my career. I won my first international race. I made my first final at the U.S. Nationals, and it was through this cleanse and the books by Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. I mean, we create our universe by the thoughts we have going on in our head. And I did a lot of work mentally, and this cleanse kind of helps me get back to that point. Because sometimes, even with our best intentions, our best efforts, we try to, stay positive, things like that. But sometimes life can kind of just beat us down, and we kind of get caught up in life and getting busy. And so we don't take the time that we need for ourselves to meditate and just kind of decompress from the day and refuel our bodies spiritually, emotionally, to get ready for the next day. And I've gone many weeks not doing that, and that catches up with you, trust me. So this cleanse I like to do because it helps me reset my spiritual odometer, like I like to say, and get me back to the basics. But anyway, this is one of my favorite books to read while on the cleanse. Another great book, The Magic of Thinking Big. You know what? I think you can see this too well. I think it's the lighting. Oh, here we go. The Magic of Thinking Big. This is by Dr. David Schwartz. This book too changed my life in 2005, along with Norman Vincent Peale's book, The Positive Thinking, The Power of Positive Thinking. This book, if you got goals, if you got some dreams, read this book. If you have some goals, if you have some dreams, read The Power of Positive Thinking, the best books on the planet. I reread these books every time I do this cleanse to kind of get me back on track. 2014, I'm expecting to be a big year because I really want to break through some of the limitations I put on my own self and some of the fears I have that I need to kind of break through. They've kind of let, I don't know, I don't want to say overwhelming, but it has hindered me from doing some things that I really want to get done. But anyway, that's what this cleanse is all about. So I hope you enjoy my video blogs, and I'll keep posting. And thanks for watching. I hope you are. I don't claim to be an expert on this cleanse. I'm just an avid supporter of this particular detox because it really rocked my world in 2005 and changed my life. It was a great turnaround for me. I'll keep posting every time I do this cleanse. People ask me about it and have a lot of questions. So I wanted to do this video log this time around to kind of answer all the questions at once. But I hope you are at least opening your mind to some sort of detox. And the other important thing about this cleanse is please to keep an open mind. When I first attempted this cleanse, I didn't let anyone know what I was doing because I didn't want any kind of negative feedback, because I know it sounded crazy to go 10 days without eating food, because I thought my nutritionist at the time was crazy. My sports nutritionist who introduced this cleanse to me, I thought she was completely nuts out of her mind. But I did it, and it was the best thing I could have done for myself because, I'm from Texas, and we love to eat. We love to barbecue. My mom used to smother anything that walked, and my dad, he barbecues anything that walks. So I eat. I'm from Texas. We eat, and to go a day without food is absurd to me, and let alone 10 days. And I ended up doing it for 21 days, and it really changed my life. Anyway, have a good night. It is 12:21 p.m. or a.m. So it's actually Thursday morning. I'm going to read and do a little bit of meditation, and I'm going to hit the sack. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.